Hi, healers. So, I just want to talk a little bit about what our role is in a toxic relationship. I don't know if we realize that we actually have a role that we're necessary for the toxicity to continue. It's like the toxic person needs somebody in their court or in their corner to help them so that they can get these toxic criteria met. So basically, you're going along and you see this toxic person and they approach you and there's something that you offer them, and I talked about that before. And so there's a wide range of things that you may offer a toxic person, but you particularly offer something to them if you're willing to like let their deeds and their injustices slide and their offenses against you slide, or you accept them, you'll accept their apologies continually. This is what they need. So if they can find someone who's willing to do that, then you're a good candidate for you're accomplished, with what they need to do. So they're going through life and they're accruing all of these casualties, relationship, people, offenses, job losses, um, just dirty deeds, okay? Done dirt cheap too, right? So basically, what they want to do is get you to look like you're an accomplice, that you're in on it. So the more um, bendable you are to go along with whatever it is that they want to do, the longer they'll keep you around, and the more you basically aren't going to allow this to happen. You're going to stand in the way of them conducting some of these things. Then you're going to be a problem. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to put everything on you, and they're hoping that you're going to be willing to accept it, or just go along with them and get into trouble with them. They love nothing better than that. But if you're like resistant to going along with them, you're always going to be up against their the things that they're doing. They're going to be lying to you and trying to put this stuff on you. So it's as if they have all of these issues and problems that they have. And they're going about their business and they're doing them and they're trying to make it look like you're in on it, that you're an accomplice. And even if you do know about something that they're doing, they blamed it on somebody else. If they're not able to blame it on you, they blame it on somebody else. So you're walking through life and they've got this huge bag of like dirty deeds. Okay, let's just say it's that because it's full of like all these dirty deeds, all these things that they did to people, all these things that they did to you. That they're just the reason why they're carrying the sack around their back is because they don't want to admit that they've done any of these things. Because it's easy to just accept responsibility. Okay, I did this, this, and that. And then it's as if the God removes the sack, right? You apologize, you ask for forgiveness, and you're free. You don't have to carry around this burden. But this person, they got this huge sack of burden and they want to put it somewhere. They want to put it on you. They're not going to wear it themselves. Like you're literally with this person. They've got one arm, through your arm, and you're walking down the street and they've got this huge sack of deeds or whatever. But the minute they come up to somebody and they say somebody and they meet somebody, they put the sack on you. So now you look like you're the one with all the burdens and all the deeds and everything. And so then now they're looking at you, and the person's standing there looking at you, and they're like, everyone's looking at you. It's like, can you believe this person? Look at all these nasty things they've been doing. Look at this huge sack they carry around. Look at them. They're all dirty and grungy. They get this sack full of like dirty deeds. So now the toxic person has literally placed all these dirty deeds, to stack these burdens on you. And so they feel like a sense of relief as long as they have you around. That's why a toxic person always needs somebody, because they don't take accountability. So somebody needs to be there in their core, in their corner when the stuff hits the fan, right? So your job, your role is to just look like the dirty person. And they'll do anything they can to make you look that way. So that's your role. You need to look like you're the one who's done all the dirty deeds. It's giving them what they need, a dose of reality. Okay. When you say, hey, these are your deeds, you did this. No, you're the one. Sometimes if you don't say anything, people will actually realize they've been witnessing this person do all kinds of stuff and then put it on you. There's somebody's got to know, right? But still, let go of their stuff. Just let this sack, these burdens go, and let them drag it. Let them drag the sack alone. That's doing good. That's your job. Let them know you're not helping them with things they can do for themselves. Maybe you have a disabled person, a poison person who needs help. Do what you can, do what you must, but don't overdo. Get as much distance as possible. Start today. There is plenty of information out there on dealing with these feelings you're having. Learn and listen to others who know about these things. It's hard to accept, but it's so refreshing as well. You were pulled apart one piece at a time, so putting the pieces back may take a lifetime. If you can understand the good in you was meant for a greater cause and you were feeding the wrong, cause, which completely grew into a monster, right? That's what happens when you're helping these people. Like you are literally creating a monster. Okay. Now you know to do right. This you need to feel good. Okay. You were made to do just that. And you got lost trying to do good. You were trying to do good. You're trying to help this poison toxic person. But before you knew it, you became conscious. Like you were both carrying the burdens. You were both carrying the sack. You literally were wearing this person's sack, right? You were carrying their sins around with you. It takes a good person who means well to hide behind when your deeds are evil and you are in need of hiding, which is right what they do. Feed the good and it will grow. The poison will slowly die. So just start doing good. Put your foot down. Detach. Get away from these people. Redeem the time because the days are evil, and you meant this for evil, but God meant it for good. Say another thought is God can restore your time. He can restore the years that the locust consumed or ate. Just, get away from it. Let those burdens go. Don't carry anybody else's deeds. Thanks. Have a good night.